One of the things that I also wanted to touch on in my last video, because I was reading some of the comments, some of the people were saying, all he's saying is rhetoric. Well, number one, all Obama has been saying is rhetoric. Once again, who is he? Show me what he has done. If you could furnish me with one bill that he's proposed, that he's pushed through on Capitol Hill, I will vote for him. I'm saying it right now as an American. If I could put it on the Bible, I would vote for him. You could show me one thing that he's done. If you look back all the way to George Washington, our forefathers, everybody who's ran for president of this country has had some sort of political background, some sort of political resume. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy has no resume. It just simply doesn't exist. He has been in the Senate for literally 170 days. That's it. That does not qualify you or constitute you the right to become President of the United States and say, I can be chosen to govern over all these people. He's never ran a business. He's never ran a tobacco store. Never mind, ran in a government, governed anybody. He doesn't know what it is to govern people. And this is what the real argument is about. We could talk about taxes. We could talk in the differences that go up and down the list of what him and McCain speak about. The bottom line is qualifications. If you owned a company, and this is the way you really got to look at it, and you are ready to retire, and you had to choose a candidate to run your company, are you going to are you going to hire the guy who comes to you with a resume that has 25 years of experience doing what it is you're getting ready to retire from? Are you going to come to the guy who has a resume that says nothing on it except, I've been to Harvard? Yippee! Do you know how many fucking thousands of people have been to Harvard, graduated Harvard with masters? I mean, seriously, think about it. Not all of them have become president of the United States. And you people need to think about this, because all he has is smooth talk. Smooth talking is all he's doing, and he's getting people to follow him. And it scares the crap out of me. Somebody wrote in one of the comments, Kris, you need to get your facts straight about there being a lawsuit that exists that Barack Hussein Obama was not born in American soil. I stated that he's been trying to hide the fact that he can't furnish them with a birth certificate. And you said to me, get your facts straight. Here are my facts. This is printed off the internet. This is a lawsuit that still exists. Philip Berg filed the lawsuit, and on the bottom, the judge finally gave in and told Barack Obama on October 2nd, you have 3 days to furnish him with 3 things. Obama's vault version copy of his original birth certificate, a certified copy of Obama's certificate of citizenship, and a copy of Obama's oath of allegiance. These are 3 things that he had to furnish, and he's yet to do it. So I'm not making this stuff up. This is really online. All you have to do is stop being like one of those people who are looking for a free handout and get off your ass and go do some homework, and you would find it. Do some work. Do some work instead of waiting for people to pay more in taxes to give you money because you don't have to work. Do some work. Okay, we talked about his qualifications. He's never sponsored a bill, and he's never gone against his party in the Senate. That's the other thing. John McCain has crossed party lines thousands of times. So much so that the Republicans hate him for it. I mean, he's really he's really in the middle. I mean, you got your extreme left, which Obama is an extremist, a male Muslim extremist left wing, and then you have your extreme right, and McCain is really in the middle. But one of the things that the people from the McCain campaign brought up to me that I really want to point out to you guys, I wasn't aware of this, was there's a very big difference. Barack Obama is hoping that there is an expiration on the debt tax that Bush brought down from 55% to 15%. Okay? When Barack Obama's in office, or if he ever gets in office, he's going to allow this bill to expire, and it's going to shoot back up to 55% taxes. Now, here's the thing though, a lot of people say, well, I don't qualify for $600,000. Middle class people, when you die, if you have a car, if you have a house, if you have furniture in it, if you have a bank account, if you have stuff in the stock market, if you own a business, we all qualify for over $600,000 net worths. And that means that the money you are getting ready to leave to your children, 55% of it now will go to Uncle Sam if Barack Obama's in office. Okay? So if you die, and let's say you got a house that's worth $500,000, you got stocks in the stock market that's worth $500,000, and you got some cash lying around that's worth 100 grand. You're dying with a net worth of $1.1 million. Out of that $1.1 million, $600,000 of it will be taken by Barack Obama. He will take it and put it in his pocket. He will go into Chicago to all the poor neighborhoods where he was a community organizer, and he say, here, compliments of Mr. John Smith of America, compliments. He's going to give your money away. I don't think that's right. I don't think that anything should be given away. I think that everybody has the right to get up every day like I do and go to work. Okay? And not just me. Hundreds of millions of Americans get up every day and do the same thing. Conspiracy theories. That's another thing I was reading about on the comment section. It's all a conspiracy theory. Guys, we need to wake up. Really, we need to wake up. That term conspiracy theory was created to conflict a word called coincidence. If you read any books out there on government and conspiracy theories, and I got a few of them I can name, David Ickes, A Truth Will Set You Free, Jim Marrs, Ruled by Secrecy. Read these books. It's very easy to control the people when you're a government. It is very easy. You create fear. That fear creates them needing somebody to come in and take control of it and fight whatever their fear is. And once that person fights their fear for them, that's it. They have a people following them. Okay? Well, the fear is that this economy is because of George Bush. It's not. The truth is it's because of the Democrats on Capitol Hill. They're the ones who pushed through and passed all these bills from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. It wasn't George Bush who did these things. Okay? A year ago, we had the lowest unemployment rate and we had the highest stock market valuation in American history. 1 year ago. How easily we forget. It's only been in the past year that things have gone bad with this economy. And it's been bad because of the housing bubble. And I really think you have the Democrats to thank for that. And I'm a Democrat and I'm telling you that. So it's not George Bush. So Obama people, stop trying to create fear that 4 more years or 8 more years of Bush. It's bullshit, people. They're trying to create fear to control your mind. And obviously it's working. I'm hoping I could do something with these videos. So we're going to talk about these conspiracy theories. It's no coincidence that this guy's birth certificate doesn't exist. It's no coincidence that his father was born in Kenya. It's no coincidence that he was raised in Hawaii, which was a state that just became a state around the same time he was born. Okay? It's no coincidence that he has no resume, no background in politics whatsoever to deserve the right to be running for president of the United States. And most importantly, it's no coincidence that he raised $600 million to do so. Now, it makes me think of a joke I was once told. And I'm afraid it's something everybody's going to be crying about after he's president. You ever hear the story about the guy who was in the ocean drowning? And he was saying to himself, God will save me, God will save me, God will save me. Well, God sent over a boat, and that boat threw off a life preserver. And he said, no, 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 God's going to save me. A helicopter came by and dropped down a ladder. No, 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 God is going to save me. A piece of board comes floating by. No, 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 God is going to save me. Well, after he drowns to death, and he gets in front of God in heaven, he says, God, I had faith in you, man. I thought you would save me. God goes, man, I sent you a boat, I sent you a piece of wood, and I sent you a helicopter. What else more can I do for you? Well, these are the same kind of signs. This is your boat. This is your helicopter. This is your piece of wood. God has given us signs here. I mean, I don't want to get crazy on you, but there are signs. It's not a coincidence that all these things are taking place. It's happening for a reason. And I think it's up to us to get up and do something about it. This is Kris Basso coming back at you from www.tobaccoworldcigars.com. And before I go, I want you guys to recognize one thing. Every day when you and I get up in the morning, we brush our hair. John McCain loved this country so much that for the rest of his life, his wife has to brush his hair because he can't raise his arms above his head because he loved this country so much. And that's who you're thinking about not putting in office. See you soon.